Alright. Wait for it. Alright. Alright. So Bob here, he's convinced me that we're going to do a video on piss bottles.
Yep.
So it's probably not going to be a demonstration. It's going to be more like
I give it
no.
Sure.
There's people that I know whose kids subscribe to some of
Oh
these,
yeah.
in spite of all my cussing and swearing.
Okay.
Anyways, piss bottles is a very nuanced thing for vets. People have their preferences. In the last video we talked about how everybody prefers the Gatorade bottle. Look at this bottle.
Right here.
It's sturdy.
Right here.
That you can't bust that. It's got a good gripability, and it's tapered. So if you got to choke up, you really get your dick on in there.
Hey, nice. And the thing I'd like to add there, Matt, is you got a nice cap that stays secure on there.
Yeah, very secure. You can use that cap. It's so secure that we cap our 50 cal threads to keep shit out of the barrel with these.
The nice thing about these is the number one thing is capacity, and that's the biggest thing when considering a piss bottle, folks. Is capacity.
You might be able to get 3 on that one.
Yeah, you could at least easily use 3 times as compared to you got a small one right here.
Yeah,
something like this. This is what I call one hitter, folks.
These are for your guard towers. This is like what you would use at a guard tower. This is what you would use while you're sleeping. The Gatorade.
The problem with these is if you're in a pinch, you gotta go. I got it. But the problem is, look at the small capacity. Look at the small mouth on here. Okay,
you can't wake up after a long patrol and out of your sleep and expect to get every single drop in there. It's not going to happen.
And then what happens is you fill it up. You still have to go, and you get what's called a blowout, and that's where it goes everywhere, and it makes a big mess and the odor, and it's just bad news. Not to mention at night with this small mouth here, it is very easily to miss.
Yeah. And it's the same size as all your other drinking bottles, and if you misplace them, maybe you get a little bit of your own brand.
Yeah, no good. Definitely, folks. No matter what profession you're in. Say you're in a profession where you're on the road constantly. Say you're a truck driver. And again, I mentioned this in another video. You gotta get from point A to point B across the country, and you don't want to make too many stops because you're losing money. With this, you don't have to stop at a rest stop. You just keep on going. You can fill that up at least 3 times.
And this taper, the way it lays over the seat, you can get your hog like right on in there with like a gallon jug, so it's centered up and not tapered. You got that space. Now you got to posture up. It's no bueno, especially because look at the difference in that diameter. That's at least 50% more right there. I didn't take out a micrometer and gauge it, but yeah, it's definitely a wider diameter.
Another advantage too is like in the military, the places we sleep, the porta shitters would be
200 meters away.
200 meters away sometimes. You gotta wake up at night when it's freezing cold. You're opening and closing the door, letting all the heat out, or
waking
whatever,
up your battle buddies,
or waking your buddies up. Who wants that? You're tracking mud in through the barracks all the time. That's why a piss bottle is an advantage.
Yeah. And you expose yourself.
Yeah.
Depending on when it is, you get hit by a sniper. Nobody's gonna fucking save your ass. They're all gonna be sleeping. They might not even hear you fall. Depending on how far away they are, they won't even hear the crack.
So definitely, these have their advantages.
Yeah, you use them over and over and over again. It seems it's a gift that keeps on giving. So to speak.
It's very clean, very sanitary. Yeah. People say, "Well, oh, that's gross" or whatever. Well, it's no more grosser than spitting in a bottle for those of you that chew tobacco like myself.
I'd say that's even grosser.
Yeah, I agree. And I chew, by the way.
I'm tobacco free. I don't bring it up, and nicotine free.
Tiny quit. This is my last pack. This is my last can.
Good luck. It took me like 3 months to really get the credit.
Yeah.
But enough about that. Going back to these bottles, sometimes what I like to do is I'll take a knife, put a little hole in there, right? And then I'll put my thumb over the hole. I'll give the bottle a squeeze. I'll put it on the head of my dick, and then I'll go like that. It'll suck it on in, And then when I piss, the displacement of the liquid's going to push the air out. Well, it's got a vent, right? So you don't get that blowout we're talking about.
Well,
It'll vent right out that hole.
The thing about the blowout, you know, is when you're filling it up and you run out of room, but you still got to piss.
Yep.
And then what you got to do is called a switch over. So you got to have actually a secondary bottle ready to switch it over. Yeah, you got to pinch that.
I'm at the point I don't even have to pinch anymore. I'm a pro.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first started doing it.
Four tours.
Yeah,
what, you on five?
five.
Fucking,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
get used to it. You're just like, hold it in.
nothing's worse in the middle of the night, folks. And, you know, the thing overfills, shit goes everywhere, and that's bad.
Well, there are worse things, but concerning when you narrow it down to this small field of piss bottles,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
But, folks, it basically, you know, when selecting a piss bottle, something with large capacity and a wide mouth and a secure cap. Those are the three important things when considering a piss bottle.
Wide mouth, good capacity, secure cap.
I think we pretty much covered it.
I think we covered it end to end. Barring any demonstration, we pretty much covered all that topic.
So feel free to leave any comments or questions, and
or go fuck yourself.
Definitely that too, and definitely subscribe to Matt Marzua's channel here.
Or don't.
I'm his #1 fan. You know, known him for years. You know. Well,
all right.
Yep. Good night, folks.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.